My name is Daniel Prey, presenting on Digital Citizenship, Module 9, for Technology Innovations. Digital citizenship, what is it? What does it look like? In the article, talked about norms of appropriate, responsible behavior with regards to technology use. You can see the different ones that are presented up here. Digital identity, screen management, cyberbullying management, and some of the different ones. We also saw digital access. What does it mean to have digital access in the classroom and at home? Digital commerce, can we buy and sell online, and from where, and how should we be going about that? Digital communication, what are the norms? What should we be using to communicate? Are there ways we can use email appropriate? Are there ways we can use Twitter appropriate? Digital literacy, how can we use technology appropriate and teach our students to use technology appropriate? Digital etiquette, can we be courteous online and in the digital world? The digital law, can we be teaching our rules and policies that govern technology both in the classroom, in the school, and at a higher level, at the state and at the national level? Rights and respectability, can we use technology in an appropriate manner? The digital health and wellness, how much technology is too much, and is there a need for a balance of technology and without technology? And the last one we looked at was digital security. What should we be teaching our kids and children, students to learn, to share, and what should they not share? All of this goes back to being smart with anything that we do as educators and diving in and getting a knowledge based on technology. The days of doing what you do year in and year out are gone. We need to be thinking ahead of our 21st century learners and understanding that they are coming to us with already knowledge of technology, use of smartphones, use of iPads, use of Android and laptops. And we have to guide them in the right direction, otherwise they'll continue to do what they have always done. Where does digital citizenship fit into school? What should we be teaching? What grade is the best? Well, in my opinion, after reading articles, watching, and just based off the knowledge, giving more towards the politician answer of it should be done from kindergarten all the way up. You're going to have the different levels, and as a future building administrator, it should be known to my staff what I expect. Kindergarten and introducing the apps and teaching them to not talk to anyone on the internet. We've seen that you can get inside these YouTube videos and they'll tell you to click on a link to take you to a website, even on the kids' YouTube websites. Not that I think all YouTube is bad, but there definitely needs to be a balance and a conversation of what we can look at and what we can click on and who we can talk to. So I think that's the beginning of our conversations. And as we go along throughout, in 3rd and 4th grade, we teach about cyberbullying and what that looks like as they start to develop these Facebook and Twitter accounts, even at a lower and lower grade, or as their parents have already started them one. And then as they grow and find, I read an interesting article about growing and finding out as a 12 and 13-year-old that you have been on Facebook, almost kind of like the Truman Effect, if you've seen that movie. But you've been on Facebook. All your exciting moments and all your embarrassing moments have been cataloged. So we need to be aware of the damage that we can be doing to our students. And as you get older and into high school and still not talking to predators on the internet is a huge one. We need to be more aware of what kind of information that we give out at a higher level. Are we using technology appropriately, or are we using it to get out of work? We definitely use technology at Rock Creek and in the district, and we'll talk about that in a second. What grade should we be teaching? All throughout. All throughout. More of an understanding and a conceptual level at the lower grades and the introduction. And at the higher grades, we need to be teaching password protection. We need to be teaching about identity theft. We need to be teaching about when we put something on the internet, that it stays there forever, and the trail that follows. And we need to be teaching these young men and women that people are looking at this as far as coaches, if you are looking for a scholarship, businesses, if you're looking for a job. And so to put some of the different things that we choose to do in our personal life on sites such as Facebook and Twitter might not be the best choice or course of action. St. George and digital citizenship, K through 6 at St. George, but even into the high school, we're not 1-to-1 iPads, as I've said before, but we are 2-to-1 down here. And these kids need to know how to be proficient as we use technology in our classrooms. And we have a very good program that has built-in technology literacy. At the 3rd and 4th grade level, it is the anti-bullying, the cyberbullying that we see introduced to the kids. At the kindergarten level, this assignment stretched me a little bit because I had to collaborate with my fellow teammates. What are we doing at 1st and 2nd? What are we doing at kindergarten? And what are we doing at 5th, 6th as we have combined classrooms? So at the kindergarten level, being introduced to the technology of iPads at a real basic level, and honestly not having those conversations that we need to have of staying away from websites that pop up and ask you, how are you doing? Or people that are commenting on click here, and staying away from that. All the way up to 5th and 6th grade of having 1-to-1 iPads and having to monitor what they're doing and having ownership over that iPad, and the conversations they have on the first day and the contracts that they sign on the first day saying that they will represent their school and themselves, and that the knowledge of the district being able to track their website history while they are at school is very important and something that needs to be said and is said at the 5th and 6th grade level. Also, the iPads stay here, and I think that's another good thing. And then if there is anything that's wrong with the iPads, the students know that they will be checked out by our technology department. And a lot of our sites are blocked also, so that's another piece of that. So add all that up together, and we have digital citizenship and what it looks like at St. George. Have a great night.